Hey guys, Caleb here with yet another video. Today we're going to be playing Riddle School 4. For some reason, Riddle School 3, it wasn't really working. So today we're going to be playing Riddle School 4. I heard this was the best Riddle School in all of them. And they didn't want to spoil it for me. So I'm really excited to see what happened. So we're going to get started. We're going to do this. Let's do this. Start the game. Accessing. Analyzing map system. It never did that in the other Riddle schools. Analyzing process complete. Riddle School 4. This looks really cool. What happened? Oh! Ooh! Did we die? Phil's teacher, Mr. Munch, was the original architect of Riddle University. The school was built above a long pit of lava that he himself dug near an active underwater volcano. What does that mean? His plan to murder Phil Egtree, which was us, to forever rid him of this world, succeeded. No one cared. Wow. Every other student of Riddle University eventually died from car wrecks, old age, or unforeseen disasters. Each one of their deathbed whispered their final wish. Please don't let there be any more Riddle School games. Wow, that would be my wish. That would be my wish right there. Stay tuned after the credits to see your time in. Bro, programmer John Bro, writer John Bro, planner John Bro, storyboards John Bro, blueprints John Bro, research John Bro, backgrounds John Bro, costume designer John Bro, voice acting John Bro, character design John Bro, and elusive 3-year-old. Music Pepsilio Paragon XD Blazing Dragon. Sounds from www.finesounds.com. Beta testers 655 321 Cream E Glory Hawk Jesse McMaster Karash King Luigi Manifan Ninja Fan Noble Rot Panda Frizzle God. Special thanks Ninja Fan and Separatist 101. Is that it? Just as every book has a start and a finish, a series must have a beginning and end. I deliberately sucked all the room for another sequel out of this series so that I did may end. So that's the end. You beat this game in 6.3 seconds. What? One day he fell asleep. Oh, he died. She actually lived a legitimately good Smiley had a legitimately good life. She grew up with a perfect 100s in every one of her grades, classes, and had a long-lasting career in biomedical sciences. She was married to the perfect man who just so happened to have a smiley face for a head just like her. They spent the rest of their days together, living happily in a tree house in a beautiful forest. That's what I call a life right there. Zach was so determined to not be cold anymore that he bought a plane ticket to the tropics midway, right above a volcanic island. The plane ran into a bad pit of turbulence and Zack ended up crashing through a window. He fell into an erupting volcano and froze to death. That doesn't make sense. He should have had melted to death. Richie. Oh, Richie. Richie dropped out of high school wishing he hadn't paid so much attention to collecting stuff. He was mudged in a dark alley, woke up trapped in a smelly dumpster. Nobody ever found him, so he died. 5 sold t-shirts online for a living, and his talent was eventually realized to be a big graphic design company. He made the mistake of asking for a slightly large sum of money, and the company ripped him off and sued him. 5 was put in jail for the next 5 years, and not once for the rest of his life did he have enough money to sue them back. Oh, 808, 5's dad, Mr. Calm was the guy from the first one. Miss Coffee was the one from the first one. Miss Green, I remember her, teacher in RS1. Mr. OB, Greg Sleep. Greg Sleep was asleep for 18 of the first 20 years of his life. One day he woke up and realized how much he aged, and after panicking, decided to move on. He got a driver's license, was on his way to the grocery store, and had a fatal wreck sleeping at the wheel. He once got married and had a son named Greg. Eventually, he died sleepwalking off a cliff. Mr. Sun was a math teacher for his entire life. He was gardening on the roof of a building and was suddenly mugged by a bear who ate him 30 minutes later. Mr. Sockley simply couldn't find his glasses, so he went on to get new glasses and got in a fatal car wreck because he couldn't see. Mr. Reed was reading a comic book in a Riddle High School library. He was reading the words, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." When he got a nasty paper cut and lost every inch of the blood in his body, Mrs. Flask invited flying chair and discovered there was no air in space. So this has all the people. Diz, supposedly a foreign exchange student. Diz popped up at the Riddle University. I saw him right behind us. It was as he completely disappeared in existence. Chub Munch. Chub stopped eating right after Riddle School 4 for the rest of his life, simply because he got so big his cheeks covered up too much of his mouth for him to eat anything else. He lived an entire century after he stopped eating because of his metabolism. It is rummed Earth's most devastating earthquakes were caused by Chub struggling to move. Phil only went to college because he figured it would be better than elementary, middle, and high school. He went to the newly built Riddle University because it was local. It was cheap, and he didn't have any particular plans for the rest of his life, so it wouldn't matter what classes he took. At first, he thought Riddle School was just like the other 3 he escaped from. Just when considered trying to make his 4th escape, he found out it was completely different. So that was it. 1. Dig a hole in a lava stream. 2. Build a college on top of it. 3. Request being a teacher there and arrange seating for Phil to be on the hole. Wow. So that was it. So I'm gonna have to end the video here, but wait. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. I just did something I regret. I completely regret it. Oh, okay. I'm starting to get dizzy from that. Okay, so that was it. So nothing happened. Everybody was okay, and so that means that. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here, and right after this I'm going to be going to Riddle School 5 because it came out a year ago, I think, and we're going to be playing it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Bye.